and good morning once again. This is Eagles Morning Rises Breakfast Show, and yes, this is the political and current affairs prog show right here and on here. And we do host a television on Facebook and YouTube. Go on there and see for yourself what flamboyancy, what beauty, as well as what information we are sharing to the world from the heart of Abuja. Right now, my name is Udwak Daniel, and we'll be talking politics this morning and looking into the defection, the official defection of Mr. Peter Obi, right? A one-time governor of Anambra State who has dumped the LP, that is the Labour Party, and has found shelter with the ADC. And the conversation will be centered around whether or not this will change the political discourse, the political terrain within the Nigerian politicking in this country, and what this also means for the Labour Party, what it means for the ADC, and what it also means for the APC come 2027. Our guest will be Professor Kamal Bello. He is the Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences at the National Open University of Nigeria, Abuja, right? And it's going to be adding his voice as an academia, because he always loved to say that. Like, I'm not a politician. I'm a professor of political sciences. So we know what this is all about. We know what we are talking about. In other words, he is an authority, right? He's going to be adding his voice in this discourse this morning. However, let's give a background, the introduction, a foundation to the discourse. Now, Peter Obi, who is the Labour Party's presidential candidate in the 2023 general elections, has officially defected to the African Democratic Congress, ADC. And based on reports, the move comes as a surprise to many, although some have also thought it wise for Obi to have left the Labour Party a long time ago. However, the Labour Party secretary or secretariat now is also saying that they are so glad that Peter Obi's leaving the Labour Party is more like an answer to a prayer. And him leaving the Labour Party means that there's going to be peace. So in other words, was he causing the rancor in Labour Party? Is this going against some alleged accusation against the APC about saboteurs infiltrating the camps of the Labour Party and even other political parties and sowing a seed of discord, so that they don't get unified and all of that. I mean, different narratives come through when you think about this. However, you should also recall that Obi's candidacy energized millions of young voters and reshaped political conversations across Nigeria. And even the Labour Party at the time enjoyed or rode on the wings of Obi's personality as well as his name. However, but it's so sad, or it's so shocking, rather, not sad, really shocking that the Labour Party will issue a statement saying that they regret ever fielding Obi as their candidate for the 2023 general elections in the country. Well, we have our guest already, Professor Kamal Bello. He's standing by to add his voice loudly and clearly in the arena of the discourse this morning. Hello, good morning to you, Prof. Okay, Prof, are you there? Can you hear me? All right, we'll just get back to connecting with the Prof now. But yeah, he's going to be talking about this. Oh, okay, I see the problem now. Pardon me, connection problem. But all of that will be sorted out right about now. Okay. All right, now, that being said, I mean, the defection is also part of a larger trend of politicians switching parties in Nigeria. Most of the time, they are often in search of better opportunities. Or to align with the more powerful coalitions. Historically, though, such moves have significant implications for the political landscape, especially that which we have seen in Nigeria, and we're still seeing in Nigeria. When we look into the 2027 elections just around the corner, you should also recall that similar defections have occurred in the past, such as the move by some politicians to the All Progressives Congress APC in 2015, which led to a significant shift in Nigeria's political dynamics. So can we boldly say that with Obi's defection to the ADC, it might indeed pose a strong opposition against the APC come 2027? Well, Prof, good morning to you, Prof.
Good morning. How are with you?
Oh, very well. Happy New Year's to you, Prof. Welcome to a brand new year.
Same to you.
I feel so glad and elated to hear your voice.
Wishing you the best for the year.
That's right. wish you many more too, Prof. All right, Prof. I mean, you've already seen the story. I mean, making the rounds already as at yesterday, last year. That is, Mr. Peter Obi officially defected from the Labour Party into the ADC. Right. And there's been a lot of narrative about this. On the one hand, the obedient supporters have also shifted grounds, supporting him into the ADC, as well as there's been also some thoughts that align that there might also be a tussle, a strong tussle in the ADC, knowing fully well that his former running mates, or so to speak, Atiku, is in the same ADC. And we've also seen where a former Rivers State governor, Rotimi Amechi, is undercover, also wanting to vie for the same position. But he has said that he's not going to come under any sort of running mate card. It's just going to be himself alone running, if ever he will run for that coveted seat. And we've also understood the fact that the Labour Party seems to, so to speak, or somewhat dissociate itself from Mr. Peter Obi at a time like this, saying that they regret, that it's quite unfortunate that they regret fielding him as their candidate for 2023 general elections. In fact, as based on the reports that we have, the Labour Party have deemed him the problem of the LP is now gone. The problem of LP is gone. Well, Prof, you are an academia, right? You always say that. You said you're not a politician and all of that. If you look into the political climate from your wealth of experience, what concerns, what angles do you see in view of all of this, especially when 2027 is just around the corner and the ADC is seeking to be that very strong opposition to contest and wrestle power from the APC come 2027?
Thank you very much.
Yes, please.
Good morning once again.
Good morning.
Let me start from Labour Party's press release.
Yeah.
You know, I've said it separately. I'm an academic to the core. And I will say it as it is. Before Obi joined Labour Party, who is Labour Party? Who know Labour Party? It's Obi that brought light into that party. We should give it to him. Even Adam Oshomale, that was a Labour guy, when he was to contest election, he did not use Labour Party to contest. He used ACN. So don't let the politician be deceiving us. That's their character, by telling us what is not. Labour Party came to limelight in 2023 because of Obi's presence in that party. And now that is no more there, we will see how Labour Party will perform in 2027. Having said that, I've said it on either this program or another program, that you cannot kill opposition in Nigeria. Nigeria is a complex society. Right away from independence, even the colonial period, there are always multi-system in Nigeria. And this is what we are seeing now being played again. ADC is coming up as a strong opposition, as a strong alternative to APC, which is normal in politics. In party politics, in democracy, there must be opposition. And that's what keeps the ruling party on toes. So it's a welcome development.
Right.
That after all, we are still having a kind of smell of an opposition party. So Obi being there, Atiku is there already, Amechi is there already, and some others. And Erufai is also there. So it's a welcome development. But in the sheer opposition, who will be the presidential candidate, who will be the vice presidential candidate? That is where they may run into problem.
Why do you think they run into problem? I mean, they were former allies.
They were former allies, because I know Nigerian politicians. Remember in PDP, Atiku was the presidential candidate at a time, Obi was the vice presidential candidate.
Yes.
But at the time, they not a split. Obi went to Labour, Atiku still remained in a PDP. I used Okowa to be vice. So the problem we have in Nigeria is the share of the cake, share of position. And if you look at history, political history of Nigeria, you will see what we are saying. In the Second Republic, what happened? In what was called a NPP later, or a NPP later, they were split from NPN. When they could not get what they wanted, they left. So life is give and take. If they can be able to settle, who will become this and become that, and then it will be helpful. But we are waiting for them to see how they will share the position. Because the South, through Tinubu, has spent 4 years. Then if they say they give it to Obi or Amechi, will they force them to spend 4 years and return back to the North? Or they spend their 8 years? And let's forget about the rotational and concentrate on merit. Or who gets it? So it's a litmus test for all of us in Nigeria, 2027. Whoever wins the election, what will be the direction, the next direction in 2031?
So, Prof, did you ever see Obi's defection coming? And what do you think about the timing of his defection? Does it have any meaning whatsoever?
Yes. Yes. There have been signals that Obi will go to ADC. They have been persuading him. Even at a time, it was rumored he was going back to PDP. And even when Atiku joined ADC, he has not resigned officially from PDP. And he has not declared officially or registered. You know, politicians are always calculative. At a time, Atiku said, I'm no more a member of PDP. After some times, he registers ADC. So it's expected that Labour Party alone cannot. You remember the CPC of late Buhari, Congress for People's Change or Progressive Change. He has only one state that time in Nasa, Turu Al-Makura. But at the end of the day, by towards 2015, all of them matched CPC, ACN, splinter from PDP, APGA, and so on and so forth. They came together. So it's not strange. It's a trend in Nigerian politics. So Labour Party has one state, and he's carrying the state now, and the governor is still there in Labour Party, but he was wishing Obi well, supporting his move. So to me, it's not much expected. It's not a surprise. What is he going to do in Labour Party with one state? In what majority? Unless they come together and have a strong opposition. That's the only way they can be able to defeat the sitting party, the government.
So, Prof, you're saying that as we look into 2027, in fact, there will be no mention of Labour Party because as it stands, Labour Party has lost its grip, if I understand you correctly.
Yes, sir.
All right. If that's the case, what then do you think that the Obi's move into the ADC will do? Would it be a game changer? Do you think it's strong enough to be a game changer to reshape the opposition landscape?
Definitely. Each and every one of them has their weight. Rufai has. Amache has his own. What is it called? Atiku has. So also Obi. None of them can be underrated. They will have one thing or the other to contribute to ADC. There's no doubt about that.
So Prof.
So we will do. We will contribute.
All right. So, Prof, don't you think that this is a signal or a sign of political instability? I mean, with the constant and frequent defections here and there, some are beginning to, have cast their doubt in view of expectations that they have of certain individual politicians upon whom they've vested their trusts.
Sometimes.
Because if you look at it, some obedience, don't you think they might feel, so to speak, disappointed? Or feel betrayed? Or feel confused?
Sometimes we take propaganda and hearsay to be reality. People just go into the press and say whatever they like, without facts and figures. The political history of Nigeria from 1960 has been that of defection and alliance, moving from one party to other from First Republic. So people moving should not be a surprise. There can never be a perfect life. What we are thinking always in the social sciences is that there can be conflict of ideas, differences, but it shouldn't lead to crisis, to fight one another and kill one another. That's all.
So, Prof, you're actually endorsing defections because it is something that we've practiced for time immemorial.
Yeah, what we are saying in essence is that we are talking, even democracy. When you are talking of democracy, you are talking of military rule, you are talking of this, talking of parliamentary, talking of presidential. You cannot have one single system. There are variations based on the culture and attitude of the people. In the political history of Nigeria, on the political party system, what do we have? Other than share of cake, share of position. We share position based on religion, based on tribe, based on region, based on section, based on state. That's what we are doing, no development. Which is bad. All political parties in Nigeria presently, they don't have ideology. I've said it somewhere. So it's easier for somebody to move from Labour Party to ADC because there's no difference in the two of them. So if the obedience are not happy, if the obedience are not comfortable, if the obedience are confused over what? What is the difference between OT now in Abia or so?
Yeah, OT has said he's not defecting for whatever reason.
That's what I'm saying. I said, what's the difference in his performance in Abia when you compare with Udom in Akwa Ibom
State? Okay.
What is the difference in the attitude, in the approach? Go to the national, Federal Executive Council or Federal Accounts Committee, share the money every month, then come here to back home. I give scholarship to this one. I send this one to this place. Those are the things they are doing, repeating the same thing, copycat. What the governor is doing in Bauchi is not different from what the governor is doing in Enugu. I want to tar road. I want to do overhead bridge. I want to do flyover. I want to do overpass and underpass. Those are the things. We are not seeing any serious thing. We have not seen somebody who will say, okay, this is my state university. Let me pump money there. Put the best equipment there. And I will not send somebody to offers. A governor sending the student or his citizens to private institution where there are state university created by him, then there's something wrong with our leader. No ideological differences in parties. So moving from APC or LP to ADC is as easy as taking shy. Because there's no difference, nothing to block you.
So, Prof, what type of politics do we practice in Nigeria? Which is popular? Is it individual politics or political party politics?
I've said it. What you call political party politics or individual politics is where somebody will get position. If you do not give somebody position in this party, he will go to another party and look for position. That's all. He's not looking for anything. It's no more than that. It's just a party. It's politics of position seeking.
So, but what about the part where an individual, because of his maybe past antecedents or something, or because of his personality, we saw that with the former president, the late former president Muhammadu Buhari, where at the time it felt like Nigerians had believed in him totally as the game changer, as the one who would bring the change and all of that. And if you remember, what became the mantra of his administration was about change, right? And
yes.
But how many years down the line, Nigerians became disappointed, you know, because what they expected to see of the late former president at the time was not what was seen in the physical realm or in reality. That's what I'm trying to say when I say individual politics, where people believe in somebody because of the person's antecedents and not a party antecedent.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
The problem I have, me personally, I have with Nigerians.
Yeah.
I was on a forum, on a platform. We are discussing about leadership and followership. And I said it takes two to tango. You cannot expect leader to do everything without followers support. Without followers supporting him. We are doing the wrong thing. Ordinary sanitation, we cannot do in our houses. And now you'll be abusing the government. Buhari did not come and arrest me. How many? There's something we call practices. No need of government or soldier or police standing on you before you perform. As we don't have good followers or good leaders, we don't have good followers as well. If not, Buhari tried one or two things that nobody had done before. I remember vividly. Even the TSA, the BVA, sanitized the system. The budgeting system was going fine. Was it not the same Buhari within 8 years? He did what we call second Niger bridge, and people are still shouting. We have not seen anything he did. Move from Kefi up to Makodi, and was to take the road, dual carriage to Enugu. He did he completed the local Oweto, so that there be a shortcut. Instead of following Lokoja to Enugu, you just follow Nasarawa Toto. Nasarawa, from Nasarawa you go to Loko. From there to Oweto in Benue. And yet, people are saying, even some people have not gone out of their village for the past 20 years. When you tell them that second Niger bridge, they don't know because they have not even gone beyond their village. If you tell them that Buhari awarded contract of road rehabilitation of Abuja to Kaduna to Kano, they don't know because they have not been there. Most of Nigerians' expectation is that I needed money and I got it. I want to go to club and drink one bottle of beer every evening and take pepper soup. That's all. Many of us don't know more than that. Logically, appreciation, we are not yet getting to that level. Because most of us, I said it in one forum, our minds are not even critical in analyzing. Most of us minds is bread and butter. What are we going to eat? What are we not going to eat? No any meaningful contribution. That what is happening to our education system? What is happening to our financial system? Those are the things.
But would you blame Nigerians now, calling out Nigerians in this regard, when the political elite have indeed weaponized poverty against us? Would you blame us if we were beggarly and living off this crap?
Well, what we are saying, ma?
Yeah.
For a change to come, there's an adage in French: "Force populi, force Dei." The force of the people is force of God. But before your force can be that of the God, you have to sacrifice. You have to be contented. You cannot be preaching good. You cannot be preaching honesty and become dishonesty. Look at Buhari, for example, now. that you are talking about. May get scared, may get scared. Because all his life, from military, head of state, PTF, governor of a state, minister of petroleum, you will see that he's still living an austere life. He's not living a flamboyant life. That's why people stuck to him. But the followers will be blaming him too now, at the end of the day, if he comes to the village and did not give them something. He did not rub their pan. And that's what is happening to most of our political leaders. We corrupted them because we are expecting too much from them.
We corrupted them.
Yes.
So in other words, they are just a figment of who we are.
Yes.
Okay.
And they are part of us. They did not come from heaven. They were not spirits. They were born in the village with us. They grew up. And they saw what is happening. And everybody is praying. I pray I get governor from my locality. So that I can be getting contract that I will not execute. I will be getting inflated contract. So that I can get employment without even certificate. Or I can get employment with a forged certificate. That's what we're thinking. We do not even allow our leader to breathe.
So, Prof, which one is more dangerous in terms of the politicking that we play in Nigeria? Is it a belief in an individual or belief in a party?
I'm sorry to say, I do say it when people were quoting, was it Obama, that we don't need strong individual, we need strong institution. I say, can institution be strong without individual? A party cannot be strong without individual. Look at the First Republic. People like Sadada made MPC strong. Awolowo made AG strong. NCNC was made strong by Asikwe. People with ideology. Obi made LP strong. And that was my first comment. The Labour Party are just ranting.
So would you say Obi has ideology?
No, it has the charisma.
Okay.
And the charisma is that he wipe up sentiment of religion and tribe.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
He go to churches and mobilize. He go to the southeast and mobilize. It's the charisma. The charisma. When you are talking of charisma, you are talking of elites. The cream like cream in the society, the best and best. Even religion. How many people are preaching in the church for years and they don't get followers, like some others are getting? It's charisma, even if it is wrongly done. Ditto for mosque. And people will say, this one is a sheikh. Like the one, so rest in peace. Sheikh Dairu Bauchi, that died recently. When people are talking that he has also number of children, he has also number of people that memorize the Quran from the beginning to the end, among his children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. How many Islamic scholars do you have like that in Nigeria? So it's charisma. It's the people that build institution. Institution is a structure. A structure cannot live on its own. Okay. You build strong institution based on strong individual.
Right.
Without strong individual, there can never be strong institution. That's the basic fact.
So we cannot ignore any of them.
Any of them.
Okay.
You can't.
All right.
The two of them go pari passu.
Pari passu. Okay. Prof, let's put a peg to your thoughts. Open the phone lines. Just hear from family members what they think about Obi's defection, whether or not it's going to be a game changer come 2027 and all of that, and how they feel about that defection, especially in view of the fact that party, where the likes of Rotimi Amechi Atiku Abubakar, and some big names within the political space. Now, the number is 09, and please, you should stick to this number now, 0907 353 0044. Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
good morning. Good morning to you, my brother.
I welcome you especially to 2026.
Thank you.
Good morning to your guest. My name is Kim from Nasarawa State.
Awesome.
Yes, your guest, have spoken so well. He's so passionate. The one thing I want to quote is that it is the politicians that have spoiled our people.
Okay.
It is not our people that have spoiled the politician. So the pastor in the church who made the mistake and said, Jonah swallowed the fish. But someone said, if it is the fish that swallowed Jonah, or Jonah swallowed the fish, that was a swallow. The one thing I wanted to say is that the politicians are the one that have spoiled our people over the years. They have introduced religion, into politics. They have introduced tribalism, and they will tell you are from South, you are from Southeast. But one thing good about somebody like Peter Obi is that Peter Obi is bringing a lot, to the table. He's bringing honesty. He has been governor for many years, and he's the only person that will tell you that go and check when I was the governor. If I have taken anything, come and hold me responsible. Peter Obi is not the kind of governor that you start hearing that, yes, during his tenure, he has embezzled 1 trillion naira, he has embezzled 100 billion naira, he has embezzled 2 billion naira. He will tell you, go and find out. So he has the kind of integrity that people used to say that, Buhari has. Another thing is that Peter Obi is bringing more than 5 million votes, to the table, to the ADC. And I think he is also bringing more than 5 million votes, to the table. And I imagine that, in the last election, Obi and Atiku came together, they would have beaten Tinubu, because if you combine the two of them, their vote is more than what, Mr. President got. And lastly, Peter Obi is someone that make Labour Party to become very popular. Abure is just making noise. Many Nigerians did not know who Abure was until Peter Obi came on board and made Labour Party popular, and Abure, also. So Abure is shameless, and he should go and cover his face in shame. Not fully aware that, without Peter Obi, there is no Labour Party. And wherever he goes, he's now a kind of person that Nigerians want to follow. Because of his character, he will tell you everything that you need to hear. And lastly, our politicians are spending a lot of money, during election. Only House of Rep election, somebody spent about 2 billion naira. How can you spend 2 billion naira just to become a House of Rep member? How much are going to be getting, as a House of Rep member? So when they get there, they want to invest, in corruption so that, they can recover their money.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, there can be said quite a lot now. Prof, I mean, so much is being said, but we'll just take one more call and then get to hear from you, Prof. Let's just go. Hello, good morning.
Thank you, Barrister. Good morning, Barrister.
Obasanjo, please, I hope you caution your tongue this time, please. I gave a warning the last time, please. We don't want to start this year like that.
Okay, thank you. Happy
Please.
New Month.
Happy New Month.
Year.
Happy New Year to you,
Thank
Obasanjo.
you.
Where are you calling from?
I am calling you. It's Aluta Senator Obasanjo. I am calling you from my village, Amali,
Okay.
Niger State.
Go ahead. 1 minute if you can.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, our guests over there who are just speak very too well. I agree with him 100%. You are talking about defection of Peter Obi. It's not even defection. It's there. It's a coalition within. So anybody that was not happy with the Peter Obi coming to ADC is an enemy of Nigeria. Let me tell you. See, Peter Obi remains a popular candidate even from the south.
Okay.
Tinubu does not have that popularity.
Okay.
Never.
All right,
Never.
Obasanjo.
Secondly, coming of Peter Obi into ADC, I'm telling you, you will see what will happen. A lot of Nigerians, a lot of youth. See, I am in a village now. We are spending Christmas and New Year. Everybody is all about Peter Obi.
All right, Obasanjo. So it doesn't seem like a campaign. All right, thank you, Obasanjo. All right, now we go to hear from you, Prof. Prof, it does seem as though there is some popularity going on with the person of Peter Obi. In your calculations, what do you think? I mean, could play out possibly, come 2027 in terms of who will be the candidate to be fielded and who probably might just be the vice versa?
Thank you very much. I said it in my discussion that Peter will be moving from Labour Party to ADC has something to contribute to ADC. Are you there?
Yes, Prof.
And the Labour Party is saying that Peter Obi has been the one causing confusion for them. It's a kind of grandstanding. They are just grandstanding because without Peter Obi, Labour Party is not known. And then now that is no more there, I don't think anybody will know Labour Party again. I've said that. And I said it in my opening discussion. We were waiting for ADC to select their presidential candidate.
Right.
And then their vice president to know maybe they can stand. Because that's where another problem is.
Oh, so there is no assurance now. We have to wait until they give us the candidates before we begin
Yes.
to... Okay, I get it.
Yes. Then, in addition, maybe I can just give them some consultancy without being paid.
Okay,
That, yes. As they are selecting who will be the president and vice president, they should also zone who will be the Senate president or where it will come from, and House of Representatives and Secretary to the government, SGF, so that those who lose out or who might have lost out, either the presidential or maybe the vice presidential, we can have hope that the Senate president will come to them, or Speaker, or SGF,
Right.
so that they can stay. If not, I know Nigerians, in the selection of who will be this and that, particularly the president and the vice, the party may scatter again. Some may leave.
Prof,
If they are him.
Yeah, let's quickly look at this message. This one says, good morning, UD. Good morning. Happy New Year to your guest. He said he has been talking well until he mentioned Buhari. Buhari can't be counted among good leaders in Nigeria. The only thing Buhari could achieve in 8 years is second Niger Bridge. It's a shame. How do you build strong institutions when the leaders are bigger than the institutions? And for Ob's defection, I think there's going to be a big confusion in that party. Everybody there wants to run for presidency. Obi has the crowd already. To me, he would have remained in LP. Happy New Year. Okay. All right. And God bless your guest. Okay. Thank you, Lion Boy from Lokogoma. Prof, very quickly, what do you think about what Lion Boy just mentioned now?
It's his opinion. Are you getting it?
Okay.
Which he has the right to. It's a right. It's a fundamental right to express opinion. But people should listen to other people's opinion. Not every time confrontational and abuse and say you are wrong. Why do you say this? No. Somebody stated his own opinion. Ask him, why do you say this? Now if you say a superior argument or a superior opinion, buy into it, key into it, and let's move ahead. Life is so short that we don't need to be fighting ourselves and attacking one another every time on minor things of opinion.
Right.
It's an opinion that I've expressed. He has expressed his own opinion. I will never attack his opinion. I will only say, okay, if you look at it from this angle, won't it be better? Maybe because of my own training as an intellectual.
Right.
But you must have a critical mind and a shock absorber to listen to every student of yours in the class.
Right.
Either they are intelligent or not intelligent. Either they are foolish or wise. And then you move ahead. No need of attacking. Of saying, no, what you are saying is nonsense. Oh, this one, anybody that says Buhari is good is a bad person. It's not intellectual.
Right.
You say your opinion. This is my own side of the opinion. And this is your own side of the opinion. Then we move ahead as brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Who belong to the same society, who want the society to progress. All what we are saying is for the progress of this society of ours.
Exactly.
And nothing more. Nothing personal. Right. Particularly for some of us who have reached certain level in academia. And what are we looking for? Other than to express our opinion, the way we see it, from our own perspective.
Okay.
And it's not more than that.
Right.
Because Buhari is late now. He's not campaigning for anything. Even if he's alive, he cannot come up again and say he want to come for something. We're only making reference to it.
Right.
That we need to appreciate no matter little somebody does for us. And then everybody will look at it from different perspectives. But I'm looking at it. I say, as we have bad leaders, we have bad followers. Some people say politicians corrupted them. Can't you do? I was reading somebody who was a strong member of ASU recently, out of frustration, on the Facebook. He said, let everybody be corrupt. A theory of saying, if you cannot beat them, you join them.
So he said everybody should be corrupt.
Yeah, everyone should go into corruption.
Wow.
And I was shouting, as a professor, I said, what? We know you as a member of ASU, fighting for the right thing, but now you have changed out of frustration. A leader who wants to make a change, a revolutionary, will never will never be frustrated. He has his ways of life and will live it throughout. Yes, he will live it. He will not be changing. Okay. We were talking of poverty. Poverty changes. No. A revolutionaries will never change the attitude. We have revolutionaries in history, like Jesus Christ. May God be pleased with him. Like Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They were all revolutionaries. Did they change their ideas? They persecuted them, but yet they stood. So if you want to be a leader, you want to make a change, you must stand. Right. With all the allegation against Buhari, nobody will say Buhari is directly corrupt, that they are stealing people's money, they find so account in this so thing. That's how a leader should be. Either rain or sunshine, a leader who want to make a change should stand. We should not be complaining if followers are complaining because of hardship. That's why I became corrupt. If you become corrupt because of hardship, when the hardship is over, why do you continue? Why do you continue? Or you are telling me now that hardship means that you must build a mansion and ride a car of about 30 million? That's what you call hardship when you cannot ride? If you cannot ride a car of 30 million, then be trekking. Be trekking or take commercial. There are buses everywhere you are going. And you now say you want to kill the system. If it's a car of 5 million you can buy. If it's that of 2 million, you buy. If you don't have fuel to fuel your car, you move. Remain in your integrity. Let your integrity be intact. We should not be complaining every time. That's because of the society is high. That's why we are corrupt. That's why we are stealing. We gave us salary. Some people are collecting more than 2-3 million salary. And they gave them 100,000 to share to people. They still cut out of it. They will say because of tomorrow. They are thinking of the generation. Their children, how would they not be poor? Some will be saying that their great-grandchildren, how would they not be poor? Do you know how maybe those grandchildren or your children will survive? Will even live long? Right. To see those things you are piling up for them? You are suffering? You are suffering other people because of them? Do you think they can survive? Do you think they can make it? All right. Sorry for taking you
it's okay. It's okay. You're also sensitizing us and giving us some insights. Appreciate that. But let's just take this call. It's going to be the last call, though. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Daniel.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you're calling from. All right, welcome, comrade. 1 minute, please, if you can.
Yeah, for me, I'm seeing this professor. God bless the professor.
Right.
Because every man this man is talking, has made my brain to a very calm. I'm listening to a lot of things. So what I'm saying is that this corruption cannot stop in this country. Because of it's not the people of this country, we are the corruption people. From the beginning of our life, we are very good people. And people who bring corruption. It's our leaders. And the Lord cannot hold them. Even the Lord hold them, they only collect little money from them. The rest belong to them. When it's like that, corruption cannot stop. Most of them, the president who pardoned the corruption leaders, they arrest them to prosecute them, they pardon them at last. All the money belongs to them. So these corruptions, we children that will follow the leaders, we are watching them. And it makes us to many people to learn from them. Like some of us, we cannot learn, we cannot read. So some of us are integrity people, we cannot do that. But some of people have no brain that they can think of all that kind of thing when we are thinking. So many people, even our youth now, they are going to Yahoo. Why? Because they see our leaders are corrupt.
So comrade, let's get back to the discourse directly. In one sentence, what do you think about Obi's defection from LP to the ADC? Is it going to be a game changer, or is just going to be the same story over and over again? I think that's where we are at.
ADC?
Yes, Peter Obi moving to ADC. What do you think?
Yes. See, the Peter Obi moved to ADC is a good thing in this country.
Okay, so it's a good thing.
What I'm saying is that, the presidency, they are telling all the governors and give them to join the APC now. We have seen many governors are joining the APC, not that they are joining because of their clean mind. It's by force. When you don't join it, see what is going to happen to you.
Well, I wouldn't take that, comrade. I don't know where you got your information from, that it's by force. I've not seen anything that supports that, so I'll have to get that down. But I see this message coming from Joseph from Jahe, says, Happy New Year. Peter Obi is not a kleptomania. politician. He is not ideologically bankrupt. His defection is a panacea. Okay, so defection is a panacea. And Turkenby from Nasarawa State is adding his voice, saying that the former president may have not have been a corrupt person as per an individual, that he is, maybe an astute individual and all. But when the people under you are so corrupt, looting right under your nose, whom are we supposed to blame? Who's the finger going to be pointing at? It will be pointing at Mr. President, the one who's leading the pack, right? So, and he's saying, for example, the likes of the former Attorney General Malami and his family, who have indeed gulped and I don't know. Well, it's still in the news though. It's still going on, being moved from one detention to the other. I think is in Kuje now, and all of that. I mean, with all of those billions of naira, which are also the sweats of many Nigerians. Prof, are you there?
I'm there.
So
I'm with you.
so I think that's the argument when the late former president is being mentioned again, because Turkenby is coming from the place of, if the people under you are very corrupt, right under your nose, whether you know it or you don't know it, all fingers will still point back at you, regardless of how you live your life, privately. Yeah, that's where it is coming from. And Prof, you as well know that when there is a reason we call the president #1 citizen, of the country, it is because he takes responsibility for everything that happens, especially within his tenure as leader. That's another argument that comes in this right. But finally, Prof, though, maybe
yes.
if as fast as you can, what are we to expect as Nigerians based on this new, I wouldn't call it an alliance, this new defection of Peter Obi to the ADC? What do you think Nigerians should expect come 2027, especially within the party as well as 2027 elections?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
To start with, people should understand what a system is. Maybe because I'm a political scientist. When they say democracy, it's a rule of law. President cannot stand up and beat the minister. It's against the law. It has to pass through the court. I remember when Buhari was there, he did what we call a sting operation for justice of the Supreme Court and Appeal Court. At the end of the day, what happened? The court refuted it, that he was wrong in doing that. He did what we call executive power on local government. The court nullifies it. So it's the rule of law, it's the system we have built for ourselves. The lawyers, the senior advocate of Nigeria can defend any case, any criminal case. Even they see that you have committed a crime, they can defend you. There are some cases of corruption in court more than 10 years. It's not conclusive. And these are the work of the judges. A case that cannot be last more than 3 months is taking 10 years plus. A president cannot do much. Rule of law in democracy is there. Look at that minister recently that was said to forge a degree certificate. Yeah. The only thing was that he was relieved of his position. And then another person was appointed. It's the system. It's the system. It's systemic. I tell people sometimes, I say, what are the human rights activists doing? They cannot support what? I say, you're wrong. So as I've said initially, we are waiting for the selection of their presidential candidate and vice president. Okay. And I've advised them, they should carry it along with other positions so that they can stabilize. Nigerians are power mongers, I'm sorry to say, Nigerian politicians. If they did not get what they wanted here, they will leave.
But that's what we see. I'm sorry, Prof. That's what we see, power mongers.
Sometimes I have to be a bit humble and liberal so that will not be attacking us, or maybe it's working for social party. We are mongers, power mongers, our politicians. If they not get what they are looking for here, they move to another place. So we are expecting them. Our hope is high on them, on ADC, so that they can give a strong opposition.
Right.
to the present government.
All right.
We don't want a one-party system. It's undemocratic.
Awesome.
As far as I'm concerned.
We don't want a
We
one-party
need
system.
multi-party system. We need two strong party so that there can be competition.
All right.
So thank you very much.
Appreciate so much, Prof. You are Professor Kamal Bello. You are the Dean of Faculty of Social Sciences at the National Open University of Nigeria, Abuja, and you've taken out time to add your voice loudly and clearly in the arena of the Eagles Outlook. Thank you far too kind, Prof.
You're welcome.
Yes, please. Well, that's how we call it a close on here and right here, Eagles Outlook. Can't go any further, but thank you to each and every one of us. I see the phone line still buzzing and all, but we can't go any further. But thank you. I believe you've been able to take one or two from the discourse this morning.